All I know is I was waiting for the time to go out, so they couldn't get another shot. And honestly, I just let it fly. I mean, Kennedy, she's a great defender, but a great ghost by Cass. But
What's good, YouTube? Thank you for clicking on this video. Welcome to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And today we're going to talk about USC versus Notre Dame, man. We had a top 25 matchup, and this game did not disappoint at all, not one bit. Hannah Hidalgo hit a game-winning shot. That shit was absolutely tough. I'm not going to lie, she really stepped it up and, had a bounce-back game. But before we jump into that, we're just going to talk about the game overall. So you guys got to remember that Notre Dame went into USC's home last year and they beat them on their home floor. So this year we had a matchup where Notre Dame is at home this time and USC is coming to them. South Bend was rocking. The game was loud. The crowd was into it. And I just want to say, starting off in the first half, USC really controlled this entire game. It just looked like they were going to not run away with it, but they looked like the better team. The only downfall was that they kept turning the ball over, bro. They kept turning the ball over. They had Notre Dame in the box. They were throwing different defensive schemes at them. They were in man. They were in zone. They knew Hannah Hidalgo was the only person that could beat them. So they were throwing different looks at them. And going into this, and offensively, USC looked good. They did a lot of different things that were good. I believe her name is Cara Dunn. She shot the ball really well. She shot the ball like crazy from the three-point line. I think she was like 4 for 4 from 3 or 3 for 3 from 3 going into halftime. Jazzy Davison was doing well. Everybody was doing well offensively, but they just kept turning the ball over. Just stupid and dumb turnovers. And then on the other side, Notre Dame, offensively, they look good. Oh, well, Hannah Hidalgo looked good. She was leading the team in scoring. I think she had 13 points. The rest of the team had 18, and she had no turnovers, so she was taking care of the ball. And that goes a long way, given that she had 7 turnovers in the last game against Michigan. And then going to the second half, it's like USC made no offensive adjustments at all. They started to still turn the ball over. They had no offense I don't know who USC or the coaching staff, I don't know what they see in these other guards, but their other guards are, no offense, they're not good. Like they're not good at handling the ball, so they shouldn't be handling the ball. Jazzy Davison is the best ball handler, and she's not even a true ball like guard. You know what I'm saying? She's more like a forward. She's long, she's lanky. She can use her body and her frame, but she can dribble. Like she's one of the better dribblers on the team. They took the ball out of her hand the entire third quarter, and Hannah Hidalgo just went crazy with steals. Like, the entire team just went. I got to give it to Notre Dame. The third quarter, they turned it up when it came to steals. I'm talking steal after steal after steal. It wasn't even like dumb turnovers at that point anymore from USC. It was just like the intensity from Notre Dame turned up. And they were getting turnovers, making those turnovers turn into transition buckets. And USC couldn't really do anything because they didn't have no offense. The crowd was getting into it. You're putting the ball into a freshman's hand. It's her first away game. The crowd's into it. But she's your best ball handler. So they had to do what they do. But in the fourth quarter, this is when things started to shift for both sides. Notre Dame got the momentum. USC started to put the ball back into Jazzy Davison's hands, then doing different looks and things like that. And as we were getting down to the crunch time, Notre Dame had went up, I believe, 2, and they had a chance to put it away when the game got tied at the last few seconds. Jazzy Davison missed a layup, man. She missed a really good look layup, and you can see just the disappointment on her face. It was very unfortunate. And the Hannah Hidalgo came down with about 1 second left and hit the game winner over Kennedy Smith. But man, it was all in all, it was a great game. We're gonna jump into some team stats though. By the way, the final score was 59-61. Some team stats starting with USC. They were 23 from 50 from the field goal tonight. They shot 46%. They were 8 for 20 from 3. They shot 40% from 3. They only shot a total of 7 free throws. which is the best. They had 32 total rebounds. They had 10 assists. 10 steals. But Notre Dame had 16 steals. But jumping back into USC, they had a total of 21 turnovers. And that was basically the outcome of the game. You can't turn the ball over 21 times. I believe they had, 11 turnovers at half, so that's 10 more turnovers. You can't turn the ball over that many times. Jumping over to Notre Dame was 25 for 60 from the field tonight, 42%. 5 for 21, 24% from the three-point line. So they didn't shoot the ball well at all from the three-point line. They had a total of 34 rebounds, 10 assists, 16 steals. Remember I mentioned they went crazy on the defensive end. They had 6 blocks, and they had 30 points in the paint. And now going over to our player of the game, or our players of the game. For USC, I had to give it to Cara Dunn. She had 21 points. She was 8 for 11, 4 for 5 from 3. She shot the ball really well. She had 5 rebounds. They needed her a little bit more towards the end of the game, maybe the fourth quarter. She could have turned it up a little bit more. And then I want to give a shout out to Jazzy Davison too, because she had 14 points, 6 for 15, 2 for 8 from 3. She didn't shoot the 3 ball that well, but she had 8 rebounds, 3 assists. And remember, Jazzy Davison is just a freshman, man. She's really good. Like, I know the stats don't blow you away, but if you really pay attention to her game, she's really good with the eye. Like, the eye test is there. And from the Notre Dame side, of course, the MVP for their team, or the top performer for their team, was Hannah Hidalgo. She had 22 points, 8 for 18, 1 for 6 from 3, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and she only had 1 turnover. So I have to give Hannah her props, because I was hard on her in the Michigan game with the 7 turnovers, and I believe it was only 12 points. I got to give her a prop. She stepped it up. She played much better than she did against Michigan, and USC is no slouch. They are still ranked number 11. They are still a top 10 team in the Big Ten. So I got to give Hannah her props. And, she came to play. She had a big shot, game winner. And she really put her team on her back, man. Like, she's a dog. I got to give it to her. She does take not the best shot selection in the world sometimes, but she's a dog, man. And, she got her team the dub, and that's all that matters. So that concludes this video, man. If you made it this far, type in the comments your reaction to that game-winning shot if you made it this far. Man, I'm out. Appreciate you guys. I'm out.